So now that I've done that one leg, I can just move it around to make sure it's, I'll just do that. Yep, that's the right way, and I'll spin it the other way. Yep, that's good. Now that I've done that one leg, I can bring this time marker back after the mirrors, and it's gone to all of them because I went and put the draft on the one leg, and then that one leg that's already got the draft has been mirrored around. Great, there we go. Alright, now as we're going, it's probably a good idea to save that. Version description, user saved, we're okay with that. Okay, we're going to create that front rail now. So, activate the rails, let's go in there. And we're going to be creating a new sketch on the inside face of that front leg. Create sketch, inside face of the front leg. There we go. I'm going to get my rectangle tool. Now we're going to make this front rail out of two pieces of 42 by 19. So I'm just going to draw, and that's going to read 19 high, tab, 42, enter. That's what I want. Now I want this bit of pine to be sitting on the level with the top of my rail. So a way that I do that is I select the collinear constraint. Collinear is something when two lines are on top of each other. So I'm going to select that line, and I want it to be collinear with this line. Click escape. And now when I click on this and I move it, I can move it backwards and forwards because it's collinear with the top line, but I can't move it up and down because then it wouldn't be collinear. So I'm going to bring it around about there, and I'm going to put in another dimension from this line to this point, and click. Now I want that dimension to be 24. Enter. There we go. And I can go escape. Alright, so that's one sketch or one profile for one piece of wood. I want another piece of wood just below it. So I could draw that rectangle again, or I could double click the sketch. So now all four pieces are selected. Right click and go down to copy, and right click and go down to paste. And now I'm just going to take this and move it down there. OK. Go collinear. Get that line so it's collinear with that line, and get that line so it's collinear with that line, and click escape. So now watch what happens when I change that from 24 to 30. They both move. I'll go back to 24 because that line is constrained with that line, and this line has a dimension on it. So when I move this line with the dimension, this line has to move, and that line is part of that rectangle with these dimensions. Pretty cool. Alright, let's stop that sketch and have a look at the home view. Okay, so now we're going to want to extrude both of those sketches to the other end. So we're going to select our extrude tool, select everything we want to extrude, and just spin that around a little bit. Instead of distance here, we're going to go to object. Now I need to select the object, and the object is the inside of that opposite front leg. Chain faces should be extend faces, and that's what it should look like. When I'm happy with that, yep, I am. Make sure it's a new body, and click OK. Great. Okay. So that's the two pieces. Now, with the assembly, we're actually going to join them with a bit of 42 by 19. So I'm going to go create sketch. We're going to sketch on the top of that front rail there. Get 2-point rectangle, go from there, snap. It's just going to automatically snap to the other end. So the width is already going to be 42 and the height is going to be 19. Enter. I'm going to stop the sketch, home, and I'm going to extrude that again to object, and the object is going to be the bottom of the top rail. And now notice that it's joining there. I don't want it to join because operation is join. It wants to be a new body. Now it's a new body. Okay. If you made a mistake, let me just go back, I'll right click on that, edit the feature. If you did that and you clicked OK, and you go, oh damn, it's okay, you just go back in the timeline here, that's that extrusion, right click, edit the feature, and make sure you put in new body. Okay. Okay, now next bit what we're going to do is put in the we'll put the drawings in? No, not yet. Okay, we're just going to create a mirror of bodies. That's the body, that's the plane. Click OK. And there we have, there we've got both of those rails. Okay, now that we've got the two front rails, 42 by 19s, we're going to start creating the draw runners. So I'm going to actually do that in a new component. So right click up the top on Haul Table, new component, and I'm going to call that Draw Runners. New component there. Alright, so that's the active component. Okay, my first sketch is going to be on the front face of the front rail. So new component, and I'm just going to zoom in here so I can select the front face of the front rail. There we go. And I'm going to create a sketch which is between the bottom of the top piece of the front rail and the top of the bottom piece of the front rail. So that's going to automatically snap to 52 because that's the distance. So I can just click on tab and make that 19. So basically it's a piece of timber which is machined, it's a bit of 19mm timber which is machined up to 52mm wide. Now the distance of this piece from here, so I'm going to put in a dimension from there to there, and that distance is going to be called draw front. Enter. And now draw front is a function of the back rail and sorry, I just made a mistake. That is not draw front, it's front rail. There we go, front rail. Enter. So front rail is a function of the back rail and the draw front. Currently 198. And I can stop my sketch. Bring it around, and I'm going to extrude that sketch that way, and the extent is going to be to object, and the object is going to be the back rail. There we go. New body. Okay. Right. I'm going to create a new sketch, and this new sketch is going to be on the back of the front rail. So I've spun it around. There's my front rail. I'm going to click on the back of it. There we go. Now that's the piece that I just made. I'm going to get a rectangle, and again from that corner it's going to snap to 19 high, and the width is going to be 42. So I'm making it out of 42 by 19. Okay, so I've got that rectangle there. I could just create another one down here, but I'm just going to do it a slightly different way. Double click that, select it, right click, copy, right click, paste, and I'm going to move it down and Okay, and I'm just going to put a collinear constraint on it, so probably the bottom of that with the there, and that one with there. Alright, escape. So now they're pretty much identical. Alright, stop that sketch and have a look at it. Right, there we go. Now I'm going to extrude those two as well. So that, and the extent is going to be to object, and the object is going to be the back rail. Again, make sure we've got new body here selected. Oh, that didn't work because I didn't select the correct face. Let's do it again. Repeat extrude, that one and that one, to object, and we just need to make sure that we select the right one. There we go. Yep, that's what I want. And we don't want join. It needs to be new body. Okay. Good. So that's one side of the draw runners. I'm just going to create a mirror of that. So mirror bodies, that one, and that one. The mirror plane I'm going to select is going to be that one, and OK. Right, now I just need one more piece to make this, well, to help in my construction really, to help in when I actually make it out of timber in the workshop, to help make these two draw runners parallel. And I'm going to do that by creating a sketch on the inside of that runner. And this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to get a rectangle, and it's going to go from there. It's going to be 52 high, and oops, didn't mean to do that. 52 high, tab 19 wide, enter. Stop that sketch, bring it around, extrude that, and again to object, and the object is going to be the inside of that. There we go, and it's got to be new body. Okay, looking pretty good so far. Next, I am going to create no, I'll make the front rails. So I'm going to go back onto rails. I was going to do the draw, but I'll just do the rails first, the front rails. So I'm on rails, and again, I'm going to create a sketch on the inside of that front leg, and I'm going to get my rectangle tool. It's going to go from there down to there, and 19 thick. Okay, stop the sketch, and we're going to extrude that one. The distance is going to be front rail and new body. Okay, now let's just check that we've got this done right. It should come up. Yep, should come up to the inside of the draw runner. In fact, we'll just go over here and activate that. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Go back and activate the rails, and we're just going to again create a mirror of that draw front. There we go. Let's just save our work as we go. So we've got our draw fronts in there, our front rails in there, our draw runners in there. What we need now is the draw. So